Good morning. This is the Shammas Space and Tech Briefing for Monday, June 15, 2026. The New York Times reports Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire on SpaceX's first day of trading. Reuters says SpaceX was set to extend its rally after a record Wall Street debut, while the Times separately reported the stock surged on its first full day of trading. NVIDIA is set to raise $20 billion in its first corporate bond sale in 5 years, according to Reuters, citing a source. CNBC reports it would be NVIDIA's first debt sale since the start of the AI boom. Fortune reports the U.S. government banned Anthropic's Fable and Mythos after concerns tied to the phrase, "fix this code." Other reports say Anthropic disabled Fable 5 and Mythos 5 after the government cited security concerns. Microsoft has been sued by shareholders who claim the company downplayed Copilot's problems in a bid to drive up its stock price, according to Law.com. Reuters reports the suit also concerns expenses, Microsoft's cloud business, and AI. Bloomberg Law reports Trump's China-NVIDIA dealing threatens a DOJ chip smuggling trial. The headline says the issue centers on China and NVIDIA and could affect the Justice Department's case. OpenAI is now facing multiple legal investigations, with state attorneys general demanding records, according to Inc.com. MLEX reports a U.S. state AG probe into ChatGPT is adding to growing legal pressure on OpenAI. Salesforce increased its AI agent focus with a $3.6 billion fin deal, according to PYMNTS.com. The Futurin Group also framed the transaction as a $3.6 billion move tied to the agentic enterprise. Lawfare published a piece titled "A Kill Switch for Frontier AI." The headline indicates the focus is a proposed kill switch for frontier AI systems. Florida Today reports SpaceX is preparing to launch AST Space Mobile Bluebird satellites from Florida. The mission, as described in the headline, would send Bluebird satellites to orbit from the state. The European Space Agency says viewers can watch live a bigger booster, more powerful Ariane 6 launch. ESA's headline describes the mission in those terms, ahead of launch coverage. Space reports Astrobotic unveiled the Griffin 1 lunar lander for a NASA moon base mission. The headline identifies Griffin 1 as a lunar lander tied to that NASA mission. Space reports SpaceX sent 24 Starlink satellites to orbit on its first launch as a public company. The outlet's headline also notes video of the mission. That's the Shammas Space and Tech Briefing for Monday, June 15, 2026. Sources are in the show notes. This episode is AI generated. Verify claims against the original sources.